Hey up everyone. So recently I've had a challenge and I suggest you do it as well. It's always to push yourself out of your comfort zone, whatever that comfort zone may be, whether it's lifting weights, getting to gym, which is like my exercise, my feel good. But then that's the only way we grow, as they say, if you push yourself out your comfort zone. So I did that on Sunday playing rugby league. We've got the video coming on that tomorrow, but honestly it felt so good. I was so nervous, having never played rugby league, to actually just turn up and play a game in front of an audience without properly knowing what we're doing. But that's why I always think, okay, what can I do to challenge myself today? And when I first had Athena, it was little goals like walking to the shop, or I will get to the doctors today. And all these little challenges, whether you've had a baby or not, it's just, especially with your mental health, just going, okay, what's a challenge to me? So what might be a challenge to you might be doing exercise, whereas for me, that's like my routine, my rigid routine. But then what is a challenge for me is at the gym, going to the weights area. So again, taking my daughter there, then taking little George there the other day. That helped me get over that, and just focusing on that and just setting yourself these tiny goals, because then everything feels a lot easier, and then the next time you do it, it's not as hard. Because I know the worst thing is that we can do is put stuff off. And so like I always say, like my dad always used to tell me, analysis paralysis. And big up to my papa today, who came all the way to hold Athena whilst I took my daughter Jasmine to the gym and took her swimming. But it's all those little wins, and then it actually feels less like an obstacle. Whereas in the past, when I've put things off again and again, it builds up. And as they say, you should is it break the elephant's back, break the horse's back, break some things back. I think basically do the hardest thing first in your day, so whatever that is, because as they say, there's no such thing as time management. Oh, hi Hayley, hope you're okay. Yes, it'd be nice to meet everyone one day. Yeah, you'll have to come up north when Danny does his meet and greets. I'll just be meandering around, and I'm always in his shadow because everyone wants to meet him. And yeah, it's just doing those little things, those little challenges. So we've walked a lot of places today, and I've pushed myself. And for me, it might be the opposite for you. So for me, it's with eating different food, because I still can have quite a rigid mentality. I have like weird phobias of certain foods. So it might be like, oh, I'll just try a little bit more of this, or I'll let that be contaminated slightly. And actually, it's not that bad when you do it. And it's the same in your day. I always think if something pushes you, try and do it early in the day. So for me, it might be like a phone call. So people don't realise it. Weirdly, I can talk on here fine, but phone calls, I get really anxious about. The only person I don't get anxious on the phone is Danny, my husband. And so if I've got phone calls to do, I try and always do them first thing in the day so I can get them over and done with. Doesn't always work out. I still have to push myself sometimes not to phone people in the morning if I need to call someone. But actually just taking little steps can like reap big rewards. So I'm feeling like I know all these like phrases again, don't I? I'm getting my brain back. Yes. And say, hello, Athena. So you've been pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, haven't you? She's got a bit dirty because we've been pottery painting. But again, crafts isn't my thing, but my daughter loves it. So we had a fab time. And that's the thing, when you push yourself out of your comfort zone, you actually kind of grow on a different level, and you find new things that you might not find, and that you discover. Thank you. Oh, cool. I love your family, and thank you. I love your baby, so cute. How is Danny? Danny is very well, thank you. I'm home alone. Well, not alone, never alone now in this house. I used to hate being on my own at the old house when the kids were gone, but now there's always kids around. There's always a baby, but Danny's at the moment filming in London, so it's all the thought. So in my head, I thought, do you know what? I've got this. He's going to come back and I'll have the house all clean and tidy. We'll all be like fine, like the Waltons. But I'm realising one-handed tidying, even with my lift sling, it's quite hard with a baby, and well, when there's all the kids, there's 5 kids, and if there's friends as well, there's even more kids. So it's quite hard to keep it all nice and clean and tidy. I don't think there'll be any surprise when he comes back other than the amount of washing up that I've not managed to do. But that's all good. I have to push myself out of comfort zone to let myself be perfectly imperfect, not trying to do everything and be perfect. Cool, I'm glad I get to chat to you. You seem so nice. Are you under a blanket watching me live? Okay, well, I hope you're okay. It is horrid outside. Good evening. Thank you. We'll enjoy our evening. Will there be any more babies? Athena is beautiful. Well, if it was up to me, there'd be 4 more. But who knows? I was lucky enough to have her after a period of amenorrhea where I didn't have periods for a few years because I was really poorly. So who knows? We're just appreciating the moment. I don't want to jinx it, but we're very lucky to have you. And it's like having a mini Danny here, even when Dada is out filming, isn't it? And she's got new pyjamas. Now that's pushing myself out of my dyspraxic comfort zone, trying to button up baby pyjamas all my days, and baby poppers too, and chupa chups. Don't get me started on lolly chupa chups. They are so hard to open. My dyspraxic brain does not like any of those things. But yeah, oh bless you. No, I'll always try and reply if I can. I'm glad you appreciate my replies. I do really try. Sometimes I'm a bit late and a bit slow. It depends when I'm checking, doesn't it? And I won't lie. Normally when I'm replying to comments, I'm normally on the toilet because that's the only bit of peace and quiet I get. But not with you anymore because you're normally on my knee as well. So I'm not always replying anymore, am I? No? Right. Well, we finished for today. Might do a bit more housework. Then we'll finally have his tea. And do you call it tea, dinner? What do you call it? Tea, dinner, supper? For me, it's tea. You have lunch, then tea. Yeah, we've had his lunch, then you have your tea, then she has her supper, then she has more feeding at night. But anyway, have an amazing night, everyone. Send you so much peace, love, shimmies. And tomorrow we've got the rugby league vlog going live. Me and Danny going head on our first charity match. Well, my first rugby match ever. And Papa's 3rd rugby match, all for a great charity, All Stars Rugby League, which is run by Life for a Kid charity. So it's definitely worth it pushing yourself out your comfort zone for charity. And we're also doing that mind challenge, aren't we? A bit of yoga every day. Yeah, a bit of yoga every day for mind. Anyway, thanks. Hey sis, you all right? Hi Leona. We will do. Anyway, we better go because you need more mama milk. Yes. Right, night night. God bless.